From the Newsroom at news.com.au.
G'day, I'm Lexi Cartwright, and this is the latest from the Newsroom. It's Monday, the 4th of January. Well, COVID-19 testing sites across Melbourne closed within an hour of opening yesterday after being swamped by thousands of Victorians requiring tests after returning from New South Wales. Victorian authorities are scrambling to contain the virus after it spread to the state from New South Wales, with 3 new cases reported yesterday, all linked to the Blackrock cluster. Acting Premier Jacinta Allen said the delays at the state's 190 testing clinics were in part due to many healthcare workers still being on leave. However, she did thank many for returning early.
I do want to acknowledge the hard-working healthcare staff over the course of 2020, as we've seen. Over this holiday period, we've seen a number of them take some well-earned time off, and I really want to thank those staff who have returned early from their break, from their holiday period, to provide extra assistance with the testing sites across the state.
To some other virus news now, and Australia's contract with a vaccine provider has been finalised and the national rollout is ahead of schedule. That's according to Health Minister Greg Hunt. If it successfully passes approval processes, 51 million doses of the Novavax vaccine will be made available in Australia, enough to vaccinate the entire population. Mr Hunt said he was pleased with the pace of the process so far, with all vaccines set to be distributed by October. Meanwhile, a group of anti-mask protesters who marched through a popular shopping centre in Sydney yesterday have been criticised for not social distancing as Sydney grapples with several clusters. Footage emerged of the protests, which showed people holding signs claiming that face masks increased risk of infection as they took to Westfield Shopping Centre in Bondi Junction singing to the beat of a man playing a large drum. New restrictions came into effect on Sunday that require people in Greater Sydney to wear a mask in places like shopping centres and on public transport. An on-the-spot fine of $200 will be enforced from today for anyone not complying. Alrighty, to some entertainment news now, and this year's I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here contestants have finally been revealed. After weeks of cryptic clues from Channel 10, 9 stars were shown entering the campsite during last night's premiere. However, it seemed many had no idea who each other were, which made things a little bit awkward. Anyway, the list of celebrities this year includes the one and only Grant Denyer, Jack Vidgen, Paulini, Tony Piran, Abby Chatfield, ex-AFL player Travis Varco, and comedians Ash Williams, Jess Eva, and Mel Buttle. Finishing with sport news now, and the Gabba is at risk of losing the 4th test after the Board of Control for Cricket in India expressed their reluctance to travel to Brisbane. Now, the test is set to take place in Queensland from January 15. However, Indian cricket officials have reportedly voiced their displeasure about the state's strict quarantine proposals. Both squads are currently in Melbourne and are expected to travel to Sydney for the New Year's test today. And just a reminder, do you want the chance to win $1,000 each week? Play the daily quiz at news.com.au/quiz, and that cash could be yours. Well, that's it from the Newsroom. We'll have another update in the Arvo.
Your update from news.com.au.